video, but I'm pretty sure it got deleted. Today is not the day. I feel like you have people that are playing with your emotions, tempting you, frustrating you here as well. I feel like the people that are really supporting you at this time is your family. I feel like that's the only thing getting you by at this time. People that are genuinely loving you, caring for you, somebody that you can pour care into here as well. And I feel like the more that you're having these connections, I feel like the more it's helping heal your family, right? I feel like there's a space here where you are connecting with a lot of memories, a lot of nostalgia. You could be bringing up a lot of situations that could have been toxic or hurtful to someone else or even to yourself. And I feel like the more that you are bringing this, like, I feel like it's like dredging like things up. And I feel like the more that you're doing that, the more it's going to be beneficial for yourself and for these people and for the future generations. You're having these tough, hard conversations. And the more that you're doing this with gentleness, ease, grace, understanding, and compassion, I feel like there's a space here where you're really getting through things, right? Yeah, yeah, first out we have King of Swords. Cancer, I feel like there's before we get into this King of Swords, I feel like there's also a space here where you are connecting with nature in a much different way. Like I feel like you could be like hearing different things within the wind. I feel like you're feeling different things within water. I feel like you could be seeing different things on the earth here. Seeing certain things in fire and smoke. I feel like there's a space here that is really helping you connect to your spirit guides, to what it is you're trying to do here for yourself, right? First out, we have the King of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you could definitely be working around a King of Swords at this time. I feel like they've been heavily spying on you. I feel like they've been heavily focused in on what you're doing. I don't even feel like they're even having the conversation with you. I feel like they could be just running in and running out. Like they're very much paying attention to what it is you're doing, how it is you're moving, what it is you're saying to people here as well. They are so tuned in. So, oh, sorry, I just had my cat scratch my toe. Yeah, I feel like there's a space here where this King of Swords is really wanting to come in, have a conversation, have an understanding, have forgiveness here, right? A coming back together of swords. I feel like this is very much an energy that you definitely could have separated from. And I feel like they're much more in a hurt space about the situation and how things transpired than you are, right? Like, I feel like you knew you were in the right. I feel like you knew what you did was proper and correct. And I feel like they're very, very much in a space of regret and remorse, right? I feel like they really valued this partnership. It didn't have to be romantic here. How I take this Two of Cups, it was somebody that you shared good times with, somebody that you had an agreement with, somebody that you had things in a space that it was a connection here as well, right? I feel like yeah, I feel like they're almost missing out on this connection that could have happened here between you two. Like I feel like they're very much in a regretful space, right? And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like this is definitely a situation you're having to grow through here as well. I always come back to this analogy, right? Like, is it a metaphor or analogy? I'm not sure. You know how like you have to put manure on plants to make them grow, right? Like you have to be shit on for yourself to grow through situations. And I feel like this was definitely an aspect, a situation here that you could have gotten your feelings hurt. Somebody could have like shit on you, right? Like really could have hurt your feelings, like really could have misplaced trust, right? Like I feel like they really could have done something to hurt you here, but it's something that you're having to grow through. I feel like there was aspects within this hurt situation that could have brought up a lot of PTSD, a lot of hurt feelings, a lot of hurt space here as well, right? And it could have caused a lot of anxiety. I feel like you could have had a lot of panic attacks, a lot of frustration here, right? And then we have the Knight of Swords right after that. I feel like this was a necessary situation that had to transpire here for you to have some deep realizations within yourself. Like what is not healed? Like what is still bothering you? What is still unnerving you? What is still hurting your feelings? And these things are being dredged back, once again, dredged back up in order for you to process what could have happened to you in the past, right? And then we have the Page of Cups. And then we have a Page Cup. I feel like this King of Swords is coming in and I feel like they're trying to offer you things. I feel like they're trying to bring you, you know, something to drink, something to eat, flowers here, just to show you how much they care about you, how much they value you here as well, right? And then we have the Ten of Cups and the Seven. Oh, we have the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Cups. I feel like if you were to allow this situation back into your life, back into your orbit here as well, right? I feel like, I feel like this was very much a situation where you could have thought you were happy. You could have thought it was like enjoyment. You could have thought that there was emotional connection here as well, especially being right behind this Page of Cups. I feel like you were showing up genuine, but I don't feel like this other party was, right? And I feel like you're having some deep realizations about how much of this was like an illusion here as well. you're having some deep understanding as to, hey, this was not a genuine connection. And I feel like you're really separating yourself. You're really working on yourself. This almost had to happen in order for you to like get down to your own self and understand like, hey, where you've been messing up, where you could do better. I feel like there's a space here where you could have been drinking too much, smoking too much, partying too much, eating too much, like too much. And I feel like it was very much involved with this person here as well. I feel like you weren't taking care of yourself in the way that you should be, right? Like doing things for yourself like you should. I feel like you were almost like taking care of this other person. Moving forward, you are in such a single, independent, strong space here. You're focusing in on how you can better yourself, how you can grow yourself, what it is you can accomplish here as well, right? That's funny. Yeah. I feel like there's very much a space here where you're separating yourself in order to get yourself together. It's like you're focusing in on like, oh, thank you guys for liking, by the way. I feel like there's a space here where you're really focusing in on how you can change your life. Like, okay, you're not making enough money. What can you do? What kind of moves can you go around? Like, I feel like you were just spending too much time around this person, right? Like very draining. Okay, so you need this types of food, these types of blah, 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 but I feel like you were so busy like feeding this person. You were needing love and support, and I feel like you were so busy giving it to this other person that you didn't have enough love and support to give to yourself. This was very much a draining energy, and I feel like the more that you're like flipping it back around on yourself, like putting less energy and focus time on this other person, value here as well, and the more that you're putting it on yourself, the better it's going to be, right? Hey, you know what's funny is, oh, thank you, I love you too. You know what's funny is, I would shave my eyebrows off, baby, but I drew these hoes on this morning. I could shave them off if you want me to. How much money are you gonna give me for it? That's funny. These are drawn on. Yeah. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, there's a space here where I feel like you were giving too much time, effort, and energy away to people, places, and things that were just draining you, that were taking from you. I don't feel like they were giving back. I feel like it could have been reciprocal at the beginning here as well, right? They do look real. I know. I look fabulous. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, I feel like there could have been a space where you were giving too much time, effort, and energy away to people who just were not reciprocal. And I feel like it was very much reciprocal at the beginning, but as time had gone on, I feel like they could have been like lazy and lack. I feel like they were almost like putting on a facade, a mask here to almost like get you entangled, right? You're having some deep realizations about that, and I feel like you're definitely turning this energy, this focus back onto yourself, and I feel like that's helping you manifest your dreams here as well, right? And then we have the Justice card. The universe is working on your side. Hey, good morning. I feel like there could have been a space here where once again, I feel like there was an attachment to you from them, right? And I feel like the universe was not bringing in the blessings and miracles for you that you were deserving because you were attached to such a negative energy, right? The fact that you cut these things off, the fact that you move forward and trusted in the universe is on your side here as well. And anything that they could have done to hurt you, that they could have done to like tamper with your energy here as well, the universe is working on their side here as well. I feel like you're getting rewards, and I feel like they're getting a spanking. Like I really feel like it's a spanking, right? Like I feel like the universe did not appreciate how genuine you were showing up and how toxic this person really was, right? And right after that we have the Eight of Wands with this Four of Swords. I feel like you're going to go into a space here where you're spending a lot more time to yourself. You're figuring out your next game plan. You're figuring out what you can do next here as well, right? What it is you can do to like really connect to spirit here. Once again, that spirit keeps coming up. I feel like there's a space here where, hey, good morning. I feel like there's a space here where the more that you're taking time out for yourself, you're resting, you're relaxing, you're retreating. I feel like instead of like staying up all night on the phone, I feel like you're getting to bed early, and I feel like that's helping you out in this situation, right? And then we have the Hermit card. Yeah, there could definitely be a Virgo around you at this time. I feel like they've almost been sleeping on you. I feel like 1222, I feel like this is very much a space and energy here that has been taking you for granted. And I feel like there's been a space of some genuine separation here as well. There's been a lot of confusion, a lot of he said, she said, a lot of telephone games here as well. I feel like there's been a lot of things here that has been going in one ear, out the other. I feel like this is not a situation that you've been necessarily trusting upon here as well. With that being said, this could also be a reverse if you're not dealing with a Virgo here. I feel like the more that you're taking time out to rest and retreat, more time with yourself alone, because we have the Four of Swords, the Hermit, and the Five of Swords. I feel like the more that you're taking this time out to rest, retreat, and recharge, more time alone, more time by yourself, the more you're figuring out the chaos and the confusion and your genuine answer to whatever could have been confusing you here as well, right? Yeah. And we have the Eight of Swords and the Four of Wands. Yeah. Once again, I feel like you're spending a lot more time at home with yourself. I feel like there's a lot of actions here that you feel like you have to do, involving your home space, involving your workspace, involving your financial space here as well. How it is you're moving forward here as well. I feel like there's going to be a space here where you're really taking some time out here as well. Like you're really resting, you're recharging, you're working on your rooting system here as well, right? We have the King of Wands. Yeah, I feel very heavily you're dealing with a masculine earth sign energy. I feel like it's definitely a Virgo here as well, and I'm saying that because we have the Hermit card sitting like 3 cards away, right? I feel like this has been an energy that once again, I feel like they've been sleeping on. We're going back to that, so I feel like that's very heavy here. I feel like they've been sleeping on you. I feel like they've been frustrating you here. I feel like they've almost been keeping you entangled here as well. They're calling you, they're texting you, but I don't feel like they're showing up, and I feel like that's been very frustrating for you. I feel like it's been very unnerving for you. It's been making you very uncomfortable here as well, right? I feel like the more that you're grounding yourself, the more that you're working through these issues, I feel like they're coming in and almost like offering like a peace offering here as well. There's definitely going to be a situation involving separation from this person, separation from this energy here, right? We have this Five of Cups right after this King of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a situation here where you're really having to separate yourself. You're really having to disengage from this energy in order to get to your money, right? Like I feel like I feel like we have the Ten of Pentacles right after this. I feel like this is not your marriage partner. This is not your person. You're happily ever after. I feel like you have a much better situation here. Look how this man is like looking at this couple. It's almost like you're looking at something that is coming towards you later. And so I feel like there's a space here where you could have been involved with certain people, certain aspects, and I feel like you could have like connected to these people, but you never saw your happily ever after. But I feel like you still connected with them. You still allowed the conversations, you still allowed the connection to transpire, and I feel like that was preventing you from getting your happily ever after. It was preventing you from getting your one and true love, right? And I feel like this is something that you're definitely realizing within yourself here as well, right? All right, guys, let's get one card out for how you can help heal this energy. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And I hope you have an awesome day. Yeah, one card out. It says, let go of guilt. Ooh, baby, let go of guilt and shame, right? It says, when you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Keep in mind, we are all lights in the dark, right? Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from your past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. And keep in mind, I feel like this is very connected to this family card here as well. Let go of guilt. You're having the hard conversations. You're having the frustrating conversations. You're working through it. And I feel like there's a lot of forgiveness, a lot of understanding here that's coming through. If you had had this conversation 10 years ago, you wouldn't have the understanding and maturity that you have now, right? Like the fact that you're having these conversations now, like there's a lot of forgiveness within yourself for how you could have acted and how you could have treated another person, right? Like there's a lot of love coming in here as well, right? Oh, thank you guys so much. I hope y'all are having an awesome day. Thank you. All right, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.